Tunnel to Towers is an organization formed by the family of 9/11 hero Steven Siller. He was an FDNY firefighter who died in the September 11th terror attacks. The goal of the organization is to support every family who lost a service member or first responder in the line of duty, as well as catastrophically injured veterans who returned home from the battlefield. Now, the foundation is taking on veteran homelessness by building dedicated veteran villages nationwide. I spoke with Steven Siller Jr., the son of Steven Siller, about the impact of Tunnel to Towers. Take a look. Thanks so much for being with us tonight.
Thank you for having me.
Great to see you. So you've taken on the admirable task of trying to end homelessness for veterans. There's been, of course, a homeless veteran crisis in this country. You've been rehabbing old hotels into veteran villages where you supply, supportive care to get them back on their feet. What makes these villages different from the typical shelter environment that we've seen in cities across the country?
Well, what makes these different is the comprehensive amount of work that's gone into them, from the base layer of giving these guys the mental health care they need, helping them with addictions, kind of tackling the things that made them homeless in the first place, and then giving them an established place to live to get back on their feet. In Long Island, the Veterans Village we're opening up on Monday, it has been a decrepit building that has been a blight on the community. There's been tons of bad stuff going on there, and now it's going to be all about great stuff. So it's been an incredible journey over there specifically and throughout the country with these veterans villages we've built.
We're coming up on the 25th anniversary of 9/11, and one of the ways your foundation is commemorating that day is with the Steel Cross America tour with actual steel from the World Trade Center that was gifted to the foundation. Why did you think this would be a tour that was necessary as we approach the 25th anniversary?
I was 9 months old when my father lost his life on 9/11. So people that were younger than me and didn't live in New York, they don't truly understand what happened that day. And I don't only mean the tragedy, I mean the amount of outpour of beautiful acts, whether it was military service members, first responders who were there on the scene, or the way the country responded in the wake of September 11th, supporting one another, upholding one another. And that's really what we want to touch on. Our mission begins with never forget, but it also means we're never going to forget the actions of all the first responders and military service members on a daily basis.
Absolutely. I was living in Arizona, and I was wearing a FDNY sweatshirt after 9/11, and of course was impacted in lots of different ways as well. So it's a beautiful thing to remind people of what happened, but the good things that happened as a result of that, even though it was such a horrific day. You mentioned that your dad, Steven, was killed on 9/11. That's why the foundation was founded. Can you talk about what you and your uncle Frank have created with Tunnel to Towers for those who maybe aren't familiar, and how his legacy has shaped your own life despite him dying when you were so young?
His legacy has had an incredible impact on my own life, and through this organization, the lives of thousands, I can't even begin to fathom, hundreds of thousands of people. There are so many families like me that lost a parent in the line of duty, due to service with the military or as a first responder. And we got to play a role in making sure those kids' lives got a little bit easier. So it's the greatest gift on earth. We really hit the lottery in terms of things we could do with our time here.
Well, one of the things that you do with your time, one of your signature events, is the Tower Climb, where participants climb up 102 floors of the World Trade Center to honor first responders like your dad who ran into the towers that day. So I have been signed up to go to the climb. Do you have any advice for me beforehand, besides just trucking through it?
I've done it a few times. I will be doing it this year, so I'll see you there.
Okay, you can help me out.
It's a little bit of suffering, self-induced, but that suffering is important because it brings you closer, just like that steel does, to what happened that day, to those brave men and women who suffered for us, who suffered for people so that they could live, who gave up everything for others. And it's just giving up a little bit, it's a little bit of work to get to the top, but you understand why you're doing it by the time you get up there.
Yeah, it's a very minor thing, little suffering, to honor people like your father who ran into those towers that day to save others, putting his life on the line and ultimately making that sacrifice for everybody else. Steven Siller Jr., thank you for joining us, and we'll see you at the climb.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download our NewsNation app right now on your phone, and you will get fact-based, unbiased news for all Americans.